Now, I'm going to go into this lane, and that's where I should be now. And that's where the Sierra or the Mondeo in front of me should be in the left lane as well. He's doing that car there in the middle lane is now doing about 90 kilometers an hour. We're on a motorway and he's just sitting there in the middle lane. So this is exactly what I mean. This is where I'm going to start. Now we'll have these idiots to give you an idea who are driving, and there's someone who's just a new driver, okay? They've just passed their test, they've got an N sticker on the back, and they're sitting out in the middle lane. There's nothing on the inside of them there to stop them going back in, but they're sitting out in the lane. They're just sitting there. And this clown as well, another one in front of me here in the Ford Focus, sitting there for no reason. He's not going anywhere, he's not making any progress, he's just sitting out there blocking up the road. Silly old fool. Now I'm going to go back in here, and there's another one, look. Another one just sitting there in the middle lane, going nowhere. Sitting there, and he's actually texting on his phone. The guy, he's actually texting on his phone at the same time. He's sitting there now with the phone on the steering wheel, texting away, driving in the middle lane. There's more of them. Look ahead of me there now into the middle lane. What's on the inside of those two cars? What reason have those two cars in front of me to be sitting there? What reason have they got to be sitting there? They've no reason to be sitting there. The left lane is clear, they're not overtaking anybody, but they're sitting out in the middle of the road. Why do they do it? Why don't the guards, for once and for all, stop this nonsense and put these people off the road? Find them. And then look at another one, look. Now I'm reduced speed now down to 80, about 94, 95 kilometers. And this clown is sitting out there in the green car, completely oblivious to everything that's going on around him. There's no reason for him not to be there. The inside lane is clear. I'm not too close to him. He's plenty of room to pull into the left lane, but he won't. He's sitting there blocking the road. Unbelievable. Now I'm going to go back up to what my speed is, and he's just, look how quickly I actually passed him. She's just sitting there in the middle of the road.
But I was with him every second. It's clear to me it's you he cares for. You're always first to no one second. And he says he loves you. Can't you see it's true? And one day you wake up, no one to make you face the truth now. I've been walking on ice, some betting on the railway. Someday, some night, somebody's gonna find me.
He's just sitting in the middle lane. He's not going anywhere. He's not doing anything. He's going slower than the traffic. She's too busy talking. She's actually going slower than the traffic in the left lane. But she still sits out into the middle lane, blocking the place up. Okay. Now, Mr. NolanTransport.com, what are you doing out there? You have no reason to be out there, because you see what's after happening now. That car there, we can see the Hyundai, is after undertaking Nolan's truck, because Mr. Nolan is sitting out there in the middle lane. What's he sitting out there for? He's nothing on the inside of him there. He should be on the left-hand lane. What's he doing sitting out there? He's no reason to sit there, apart from just blocking the road. And here's another one. Look at this red car here, look. Forcing cars to undertake him. He's sitting there now With the car is doing, I'm down now to 85 kilometers an hour on a motorway, and he's sitting there in the middle lane blocking the place up. I'm just going to do the same thing again. I'm just going to go past you on the inside. I'm in my right lane, I'm doing the correct speed limit. If you want to sit out like a mug in the middle lane and the guards don't want to do anything about it, that's fine. Now indicator on, and I'm out into the middle lane again. Indicator on, back into the left lane. No reason to be out. What reason would I have to be in any of the other lanes? No reason, so I can stay in the left hand lane. This road here now that we're on is the one that goes to the city centre. It also brings you down to the Port Tunnel. Now, it's a fairly deceptive kind of a sweeping right hand bend, and I can tell you why, because a lot of fellas have got caught out on this and ended up lying on top of that barrier, because it is deceptive. You think it's gone around, and then it gets sharper as you go around. It gets sharper, and a lot of lads right there at that point have gone over, and I can feel it now even in the car as you come around that bend, that it could creep up on you very quickly there, and you wouldn't, you know, necessarily see it until it was too late. So that's the end of our motorway driving. You know, you've seen what I mean about people, the way they drive, sitting in the middle lane of the road, not going anywhere, you know, completely oblivious to the fact that they're breaking the law, and obviously they're going to continue to do it unless the guards take action against these people. They're just going to continue doing it, and they're never going to learn, and the road is going to get more and more blocked up and more busy and slower for everybody concerned.